Good morning, YouTube. What a debacle that was last night, wasn't it? Um, Leafs were in Philly after playing on Saturday night and looking to keep they got back another win after a loss after their 3 game streak, so they were kind of back going in the right direction. And last night's game was a fantastic start. They came out in the first period, they outshot Philly like 15-6 or something like that. They're defensively, they looked, I think, the one of the best nights I've seen so far this season. They looked a lot more structured and composed, and Carter Hart in the Philly net was looking like he was going to have a good night. So they weren't able to break the scoring. So it went to the intermission, tied at zeros. In the second period, they came out with a lot less intensity. And their primary weakness, as we know this year, are defensive zone coverage breaks down and they turn the puck over, and that's what happened in the second period. And Philly was able to convert first. They were still looking okay. The second period passed with just the 1 goal, so it was 1-0 heading into the third, and it was one of the most bizarre periods of hockey I've ever seen. It started better. The Leafs got back more towards how they were playing in the first rather than the second, and just about halfway through, just before the halfway point, Dermott took a point shot that I think it hit Hart's blocker and then kind of bounced up over him. He had no idea where it was and dropped into the net. So they got things even finally, as it was looking like they were going to. But then after that, Giroux scored maybe not even 2 minutes later and put Philly up 2-1, and then Konechny, not long after that, a few minutes after that, put the Flyers up 3-1. So all of a sudden the Leafs were tied 1-1, and then a few minutes later it's 3-1, and it just seemed to deflate them or something like that. And what happened after that third goal was just so bizarre. The Flyers scored an empty netter near the end of the game to make it 4-1. And then with Fred back in the net after the empty netter, they scored twice more on an aerial pass to JVR, and then Gostisbehere just walked down the left side and roofed a slap shot over Freddie's glove, and it was just like the Leafs just gave up all of a sudden, Freddie included. Like, he just looked like, oh god, and it ended up 6-1 in a game where the quality of the play was anything but a 6-1 game. This was a game that I was thinking was going to go to overtime. So for in the last few minutes for it to escalate from 3-1 to 6-1 in that kind of fashion was just, like I said, it was one of the most bizarre games I've seen this year, and maybe in a long time. So I hope they don't read too much into it. I hope they continue to try and fix the defensive breakdowns, of course, but I hope the 6-1 kind of beatdown doesn't go to their heads too much, because it wasn't a 6-1 type of game. So the positives, I guess, is that Freddie was good up until the end there. Also, their penalty killing has really straightened itself out, and they went 100% on the kill last night. I think Philly had 3 power plays maybe, so that was good. They only had 1 power play chance and they didn't convert. They looked good on it. They were moving the puck really well, so that was good. So there are a lot of positives to take out of it, but and Philly's a really hot team right now, and they're hard to play at home. So I mean, everything about the game was okay, except the 6-1 final made it look so lopsided, but it wasn't. So the good thing is they play tonight against Colorado at home, so they won't have much time to dwell on this before they're back on the ice, and hopefully can make things right. So until tomorrow morning, I guess, enjoy your day, and fingers crossed for a Leafs win.